Here we go.
That's right. Just feels right.
It's good.
Respect Mother Nature. Love.
Yes. You love that intro. All right, we're on, guys. We are on. All right, welcome back. This is the Engineering Student Podcast with me, Andrew Beckman.
Craig Tiberius Wright.
We're the hosts of this podcast.
Allegedly, yeah.
This is our podcast, man. We can just do whatever we want.
I'm going to give myself $50 because I'm worth it.
You did it. All right, today we have a savior of saviors, I guess, because our original guest ditched us.
I like to call him Plan B.
Plan B. Yeah. Well, he's coming on next week. Let's keep it real. Yeah. Anyway, let's live in the moment. We're here.
No, he broke my freaking heart.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's letting us down again.
How do you feel?
Okay.
Anyway, this is cutting out. Bear with me.
Oh, no.
Well, Craig, do you want to do the introduction of our guest?
Yeah, here's Michael.
Here's Michael. Michael Stanton, our the man of the hour, the man of the half hour. How are you, dude?
I'm awesome. As a Plan B, I'm fantastic.
Plan B, but you filled in well.
Thank you very much.
All right, man. We're just here basically talking about your journey.
Yes.
To become an engineer. How did it all start, dude?
I cried a lot, and they went, well, you'll be a perfect engineer.
So what did you do originally before you were engineering?
I was a driver, so I drove buses, I've driven taxis, and I've driven trucks.
Mm-hmm.
And I just realised that you come to a point where that's a dead-end job. You know you're never going to have a future. So through circumstances, I lost my licence. Speeding. And...
But which state were you speeding in? That's the thing. Was it a Queensland state that was speeding? Because you can lose your licence in New South Wales and then get it back in Queensland.
I didn't think of that, but it was in Queensland.
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, you kind of...
I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, no, I decided to come to uni to study accounting because they cry a lot and are very, very boring people.
Accounting.
Agreed. No offense to accountants, by the way.
No, they're very, very useful people.
Great people.
They can hold doors open.
Good with money?
Good with numbers.
Numbers.
They'll keep you from going broke.
If you need a spreadsheet, problem solved. They are your men.
They are the
women.
people.
Really?
And or both, yeah. They're good.
Nice.
So, anyway, I enrolled in TPP, which is a pathway into uni for people who need assistance getting in.
Bridging course.
A bridging course. And the maths lecturer that was doing it encouraged me to take up engineering because I was able to do the problem solving fairly easily and he needed more people.
So you consider yourself pretty good with numbers, I guess? That's usually how people get into it. They're like, I'll be pretty good with numbers.
Yes, it was.
Science, and I'll work that out eventually.
Yeah.
Maybe. And then to a certain... enough. But, and then you enrolled into engineering.
That's what I did.
What was the clincher for engineering? People say to you do this type, you could do this, but there had to be a specific reason.
Yeah, like the inspiration.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah.
We talked to money.
Money.
Money is a good motivator.
It is.
Especially in, civilization.
When you get older, when you're younger, people say, well, what inspires you? What's your passion? But when you get older and you realise that you need money to survive and you've busted your ass for nothing, you may as well bust your ass and get paid for it. So that was my motivation.
Like a realization.
Yes.
Just like an epiphany. And that's how it all starts, though, for everyone. It's not unique, I guess. It's unique to the individual, maybe. But, do you feel that was the same for you and me? Like, we had that moment in our life where we were like, man,
Light switch.
It's a light switch. You got to go, oh, what am I doing? And then you got to change the path for a better you.
It's a strange path that we all sort of go down to. So, I make a left, I make a right. No, I'll go straight. I'll be an engineer.
Yes.
That sounds really, really good.
It does. It's fantastic. So you were a driver before this, eh?
Yes.
So how'd you get into that?
I left school. I was very young, had kids when I was very young. Didn't have any skills, but to drive, you don't really need that many skills. You just need to be able to stay awake for a long period of time.
That's a skill.
That
is a skill.
People don't realise how dangerous vehicles are, though. You're basically driving in a missile.
Yeah.
You can do damage with a vehicle.
Especially trucks.
Especially, you get that thing up to 100 kilometers and ram it into something. See what happens.
Anything. You could break half the world with a truck going at full speed. You've seen it just like there's a kangaroo, miss.
Oh, it's a missile, man. I don't think people appreciate that.
It takes a lot of skill to be able to talk to so many different people from all different walks of life. To be able to interact with all these people and not offend nearly all of them. So it was really good life skill to gain.
The life experience of that, for sure. Just the interaction with like the different people, different walks of life. That would have been awesome. It's just like what we're trying to do with this podcast. Just talk to people basically with like-minded engineers like ourselves, future engineers, I'd say, and talk about the way you did it or the way how you did it, because everyone's got their own unique story that they want to share. And this is an opportunity for it.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
One of the most pressing questions that I have at the moment is, did you find the most perfect place to get a burger? Like, insanely large burger? Because as soon as I do a long road trip, because I'm always driving like for 10 to 12 hours, you find that key burger and you keep going back to that place. Is there a burger place that you recommend?
For me, it wasn't burgers, it was pies.
Ooh.
And the pie places, they're not there anymore. They're always evolving. There's new ones popping up, but the ones I liked are all gone. But the best burger place that I do know, DA Burger in the Valley.
Nice. Brisbane.
Yeah.
See, I was halfway between Dubbo and Brisbane, and I found this shop that had been open for a week, and I was like, I have a burger with the works, right? Out comes this burger the size of my head. I'm like, I really shouldn't be able to eat all this. I did. And then I was for the rest of the road trip, I'm just sitting there going, kill me. Oh, so much reflux.
If you want to get a big burger like that to relive that, go to Waco. Yeah. They got the Waco snack bar. Yeah. Shout out. You get a burger, man. Seriously, it's the size of your head.
Is that the left or the right hand side of the road looking towards the train station?
Looking towards, it's the right hand side. It's like the closer to Brisbane side. Yep. Yeah. Oh. So yeah, it's like $12 for burger and chips, and it's a feed and a half. I struggled to get the whole burger down and the chips.
You have it for lunch, and then like dinner's like, I'll have a cracker. That's all I can handle. No, I don't want it anymore.
Well, we'll get back to engineering talk. How about that?
Happy with burgers.
Well, so as an engineering student, like ourselves, you come across tough challenges, man. And through things change. We spoke about this last week. Your path changes and things. And what was the toughest challenge for you as a student so far to date?
Finances. And this is a common story. You start up, you've got so many expenses just living day to day when you don't have a job, because it's very tough to study and work. I mean, I know...
We're hearing you. We're hearing you.
Not everyone can sit on a pile of cash like Great ride. But
I'm probably more broke than everyone else at the start of this last year. Not now. I'm good now, but before I was like, I think Richard, who's sitting in on this podcast.
Yeah, Richard, how you going?
He was handing me food because he looked at me saying, "Yeah, I look kind of half dead, Craig. Yeah, have some food."
And
like,
Richard doesn't give away food.
He doesn't, but he gave it to me. I was like, a little Ethiopian style.
Get up on that mic, Craig, brother.
Sorry. Yeah. I was looking like I was a half-starved refugee, and he's like, "Yeah, have some food." So we're all like povo at one stage, and always. But
that's another thing, man. No one starts as a race of life at the same line.
No,
we all start from different lines, man. And that's where we spoke about this last week as well. And just the different progress between people is just different. Just because it's not your path, I don't even know where I'm going with this, but yeah,
I think it'll mean more to you if you finish the engineering.
For sure,
it'll be like that those dollars that you'll then eventually get will be like winning. You probably buy a speedboat, whatever, but but at the end of the day, you've worked your backside off for it, so it'll mean more to you than if it was just gifted.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, more value.
Yeah. So the finance was the toughest challenge for you so far.
That's tough as well as because I'm an old person.
It's all right, man.
I've already got kids as
wisdom.
Yeah, but time sharing. Trying to separate family time and uni time.
Time management
Craig. It's a fun challenge.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the two biggest things for me besides finding a good burger.
The toughest challenges.
Life's choices, you know.
Go to Waco, you won't be disappointed.
Do I finish this math problem or get a burger?
Yeah.
So that probably brings me into like how to get the best job. What is the best job if you want to be an engineering student and if you want to sort of have some sort of life outside of everything else? Like what's the job that you reckon would be the best for you guys?
Well, I think Andrew's got sponsorship from Waco Burger Joint.
Shout out to Waco Burgers again.
Boom, the best burgers in town.
Best burgers in town. We'll get sponsors
Oh, dude.
eventually.
Dude, if we get sponsored by Waco Burgers, that'd be amazing.
That'd be the best if we do.
Just be
Shout out to Waco Burgers again. Hit me up. I got an email address.
the entire podcast.
We'll be bloated.
Job.
Best job.
Yeah, best job, man.
Best job, again, comes down to your personal family time and all that. But if you've got a part-time job, I reckon working at a servo overnight time would be fantastic because no one comes in. You can just lock the doors and...
Is this as an engineering student or as...
Yeah, well,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about like a part-time job.
Yeah, I would
for time management. Okay, yeah,
I
I'm
wouldn't
with
run
you.
a servo if I had an engineering degree. I think that'd be a bit of a waste.
Shout out.
There's some guy that's just finished engineering and he's in a servo right now.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Who is he? We should get him on here.
His name's Craig Wright.
No.
No, don't work at a servo.
All right,
Moving
dude.
on.
So yeah, so
What do you think, Andrew? What do
so-
you reckon? It's like you work.
So I work at a fruit market.
Yeah.
So I work at Rockley Fruit Market. It's just packing pallets early in the mornings.
Yep.
Like I work today. I get up at 1:30 in the morning, get there at 3, pack some pallets, just boxes on pallets, man. It's just like a game of Tetris, really. It's a bit of fun.
Tetris level
Depends how you look at
9.
it. Yeah. I'm level 10, level 9.
Why does everyone get
No, who
offended
do you
when
think
I
you're
say
dealing
that?
with here? A novice? Nah.
There's just someone with a moving house, and they're like, 9. I'm 9 out of 10. I'm like, yeah, well, room for improvement, man. Come
Yeah,
on.
for sure. Always room for improvement. But learn something every day.
How about you, Richard? What job do you have? Just yell it from there.
I was a traffic controller for a long time.
The lollipop lady.
Well, we'll get Richard on in a minute. When
Shut up, Richard.
Yeah. Whoa, Richard, jumping the gun.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'll tell you what I do at the moment, which didn't we get into that?
Anyway, we can repeat it. Doesn't matter.
I work at a money processing factory sort of thing. So I work on electromechanical stuff, mostly hitting it with hammers and going, it's all a calibration. Boom. There we go. It's a calibration. It's working. Like today, this machine just absolutely shit itself, and it was firing out like a grenade of money at me, like coins and stuff like that. And coins hurt at velocity.
Oh,
Coins hurt.
damn.
I'm like, I need a face shield.
Dude, just imagine a 5-cent piece coming at you.
Just
Coming pretty quick. I reckon
Yeah.
that'd pierce your skin.
I'll be like, there's gargles, they do nothing. But it was fun, and that job sucks. Like, but I would not like to get up at 1 a.m.
It's tough,
Yeah,
but I make it work.
yeah.
It's just what you got to do, man. But anyway,
So what time do you go to bed of a night time?
so I try to get to bed about. I'll go to bed about 5, but I won't really go to sleep until about 7. So usually just pumping out about 6 to 7 hour, 7, 5. Anyway, 5, 6, 7 hours of sleep. But coffee's good, and Wim Hof method, man. I might give that a shout out while I'm here. It's if you ever want to get into it, just Google Wim Hof method. You won't look back. But
If you can spell it.
WHIM Hof, just like the Hof on the beach.
Ah,
Wim Hof, and it's just deep breathing.
okay.
It's a form of meditation, stretching. It's great, and that actually rolls right into our other little topic here is how do you manage your studies as a mature age student, and like the stress that comes with engineering studies, because we all know it's brutal.
It can be. I tend to compartmentalize each subject. So when I'm doing...
So you just break it up, basically.
Yeah, I just do like one subject a day. I'm not trying to cross them over. Even though some of them do link up.
Mm-hmm.
So like I won't do a hydraulics when I'm doing a structural course. So I keep those separate and basically just try to forget about everything else that's going on, which is really bad when I'm supposed to be somewhere at a certain time and I haven't put an alarm or anything like that on. It's bad.
Oh,
You get lost in it, don't you?
you do.
You do.
You do. I find that. Yeah, don't you think that is like what's kind of special though? Like, you know, the old saying, time flies when you're having fun. And
It is when you get to this point, when you're doing subjects like technology, stupidity and lying, when you're spending 3 hours trying to understand something that you really don't need to understand at all, that's when it's difficult. But when you're getting into third, fourth years, and it really does inspire you because you can visualize what you're doing in other objects that are around you. So I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. That's a powerful thing. Visualization. Got to visualize and improvise
And drink.
and drink. What?
Coffee.
Water.
Coffee.
Coffee. Oh,
Water.
coffee. Yeah.
Shout out the coffee. I'm just drinking some uni coffee right now. Good God, it's bad. It is bad.
So just recapping, like what you said there, was like breaking up your study. It was how you did it. Hey, pretty much. Compartmentalized. That was the $2 word there.
That was
The 20-cent
It's
word.
a hard word.
that's the key word.
That was the key word. Yeah, I like that sound better.
So, but I recommend staying away from energy drinks, Red Bull, V, Mother, all those others that are out there, because it may give you a buzz for a short period, but I save those for the exam periods because you need it, that extra kick. But if you start using them week 1, week 2, you're going to really struggle by the end of it. You won't have your sleep patterns and all that. So, yeah.
They're full of sugar, man.
Yeah.
They are.
It's one of those things like it's like a temporary stimulation, and that
Very
you have to
temporary.
pay back double for,
Yep.
pretty much.
I use ginseng. Like, you know,
Ginseng.
it's that like herbal root thing, and it's a natural herb. Look it up. But
Yeah. How do you spell it?
ginseng?
Gin.
I'm an engineer. I can't spell. Like,
Yeah, you know,
you're not an engineer unless you can't spell.
ginseng. Yeah, here we go.
It increases the blood flow into the brain, so it makes you like, and it works.
Wow.
It works good. Like, it's too expensive to have every day, but it's like $30 a bottle of little tablets things. But a couple of days before, and then you just load up.
Sure.
You can't overload on it, so you
No.
just be
Well, it's a root by the looks of it here.
yeah.
It's it's a fleshy root.
Chinese herb.
Yeah, it works, man. It makes you sharp.
Chinese herb, not root.
Just like spotting raccoons, man.
Italian.
How they cook it.
Oh, you
Richard
can have
with
ginseng
all the-
tea, ginseng
I
tablets.
cook.
We'll get into that.
He cooks meth.
Oh. What else? Anything else useful?
That's enough out of Heisenberg over there.
All right. So the hardest subject you studied?
To date or
Yeah, today.
currently studying?
Yeah, the hardest subject. And why?
MATLAB, engineering, computation, simulations. It was stupid hard.
Yeah. What was so hard about it?
Very little, it ramped up from like the first 2-3 weeks. It was sort of like, yeah, okay, you can sort of keep on top of it. Then it was just like, forget about it. It just escalated to another level. There was very little real assistance, and you really had to know pretty much everything about it before even trying it. So
It was just really difficult, unguided. It wasn't taught well. Is that what it was, more or less?
Yeah, it was.
Learn by YouTube.
Yeah, a lot of learning by YouTube, and if you know someone else, it speaks volumes when in the first week people are getting kicked out because they've outsourced the assignment.
First week.
Wow.
So
Still finding the textbook.
So what do you mean by outsourced?
they asked other people to do their assignment
okay.
online. So
It's a problem now. It's a big
Wow.
problem.
Plagiarism. They're huge on that now.
Yeah.
yeah, apparently it's illegal. So
Yeah, you can't be saying other people's words.
but yeah, it was very difficult. Yeah, so
Was that the one where they were kicking people out because they were not only outsourcing, but they were paying to outsource as
Yeah.
well?
Wow.
Yep.
They outsourced it to one guy, bidding against another guy. So the guy who got owned the cut reported them.
It's a bidding war over who's going to win to do the assignment.
Sounds like a black market, right?
That's
Pretty close.
It's not new.
It's not new, but yeah.
So
Imagine that was prevalent in the last year's maths course as well.
2600.
Yeah. Okay. One of the lecturers found that
was so funny.
the guy posted it on the forum. The course has its own forum, obviously. And the guy posted on it saying, "Hey, look at this cool link. I'm going to use this." And it's a link to the website that does all your engineering
He ratted himself out.
math problems. Yeah.
What a clown. That's an amateur's mistake.
Yeah.
Rookie mistake.
Like, what are you doing?
Gosh. Let's just tell the world I've got the answers.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
No, let's tell the world I'm paying to get the answers.
Yeah. Gosh. That's just silly.
Yeah.
But that's probably rookie
So
mistake.
That for me was the hardest course that I've done.
Best course. Let's go to a pro now.
Yeah,
Best
next one.
course.
Favorite course.
In the world.
Why?
Well, currently I'm doing
You scared me.
structural analysis, and actually structural design was really good because you're starting to use standards, and you're really starting to see the real world application of what you're doing. And you go around and you just look at things in a different way, going, I know why that is, how that is.
Yeah.
And you start to really get an engineering mind behind things.
That's good. It gives you that's what one thing I've always found fascinating was just how things work. Just knowing through a simple calculation that you can predict the future. Basically,
Yep.
It's
Magical.
it's kind of magic.
It's like
really,
Guardian Levioso, and then you've got like a beam. It's support structures already sorted out.
it blows my mind. It does. It really does. But yeah, it's great. It's good to know.
It's really nice
It's a
to be able to
great
confuse
skill.
people.
Oh, it's a great skill to have. But it all comes down to logic, though.
It does, and all the people that have done these things before us.
Yes. Well, people need each other.
Standing on the shoulders of giants.
Yeah.
You like that? Huh?
Yeah. I love this motto. All right. Speaking of quotes,
That's
have you got any quotes just off the top of your head that could inspire anyone?
Elizabeth said, please don't just go away.
Please don't just go away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Simple.
Yeah.
Works. Just don't go away. Sort it out. Get it done.
Yeah. Don't study with mates. Study with people that are going to study.
Yeah, for sure.
That's more important than studying with mates.
I study alone.
Yeah, study alone. Studying with yourself is pretty hard, but it's quite the mental challenge, I find.
Yeah, but usually you can get more done yourself. Than,
Yeah.
You know.
Which I think comes back to your mindset as well. Like, if you wanna do it, you do it.
Yes.
It's up to you. You know, at the end of the day, when you're lying in bed thinking about all the things you're worried about before you go to sleep, you know in your heart if you've done the work.
Yeah, and you only worry about those sort of things if you've done the work.
If you haven't done the work, you
no.
worry about them things.
So some people, they don't even know what they're supposed to worry about.
Maybe that just comes with life. I don't know, Richard.
You know you're failing when you don't even know what to worry about.
That's terrible.
I'm gonna hallmark that one.
Yeah, that's your quote. You know you're in trouble.
No, that's good actually. Sorry, I said that was terrible.
It is terrible, the situation.
Yeah, but yeah,
it's a
the
good
quote's
quote.
great.
It's like
Yeah,
your best quote. Like, you know you're in trouble when you don't know what to worry about. I like it. You just made your own. That was great.
That was perfect.
Nice,
Michael Stanton, trademarked.
Yeah.
Pearls of wisdom. Just pearls.
Pearls of
There you
wisdom.
go.
It's
Pearls
going
of
on
wisdom.
I don't know why I'm doing hand gestures on a podcast, but
Why not? Why not? We can all see it here.
he's going to drink some more of this bad coffee or whatever.
Alrighty. So we spoke about your favorite subject was the design, and you really liked the design of that, didn't you? Well, we did speak about. I like to call. I got this from another podcast actually, and it's another engineering podcast in America. It's called the Civil Engineering Podcast.
Not as good as this one, is it?
Well, man, I'm not going to say no. It's not, but it's a lot better.
I'm going to say it's
actually.
rubbish.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great. It's Anthony Visana. He's from over there. He's awesome. Like, he's really good. He's an engineering coach and shit.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, it's really good to listen to. It's a good listen. It's interesting. It's entertaining. It's educational as well. And this is from their show. This is where I got this from. It's called the Elevator Advice. So it's basically just imagine yourself in an elevator, and you see a first-year student or someone that wants to study engineering, and all you've got is 30 seconds because you're going up a floor or two, and the best 30 seconds of advice that you could give them people to inspire them.
Be connected with those that are studying. So, you know, you'll find out in the second, by the second, third year, you know who studies and who doesn't. Mm-hmm. Those that don't study don't make it, as a general rule. Mm-hmm. But you know people that study, and you know the people that don't. So stick around with those people that do study, because they will be going places.
For sure. All right. That was awesome, man. What about some like study uni hacks? Like we brought up last week, bring your own coffee, and Craig brought up was bring your USB, attach it to your keys.
Yeah.
That was what he said.
That way you can't leave.
You can't leave that USB behind because those USBs are gold, especially if you're going from computer to computer.
They are certainly gold. I put my USB in my pencil case.
Nice.
Then you lose your pencil case.
Then you lose your pencil
If
case.
I lost my pencil case, I would cry because it's got my calculator in it. So
It's so much like
I'd be rocking backwards and forwards
What have you got there, Richard, for us?
What's Richard got? He's got a key.
Nice.
He puts key tags on his
Key tags.
USBs.
So key tags on the USBs to know what
You should
to
put your
identify
phone
'em.
number on that. That's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea.
It's like a dog tag. Return to.
Yeah.
If lost, please salvage.
Pretty-
Also,
Life hack.
go to the Engineers Australia
Mm-hmm.
Meet the Professionals night. So
Yep.
you really do meet people that are in your future line of work that can inspire you, can give you hints on ways to go around, and can mentor. It's really good. There's one coming up in a few months, so
We're on for the free food.
free food is always there.
It's going to be great.
That's the best, the free food. But yeah, that's something I did want to bring up on the podcast. I'm glad you brought that up because that's definitely relative to any engineer. Anyone studying engineering, anyone that lives in Australia as an engineer has to abide by the, Engineering Australia. The free food. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about here. But no, it's like Engineering Australia. I think we as, like third year students, second year students, whatever, wherever you are in your degree, just need to be involved with that organisation because it's going to, if you've committed to being an engineer, you've pretty much committed to Engineering Australia and their standards as well.
Yep. There are other bodies out there, but EA is the biggest.
What else is there?
Oh, there's a few others. I'm the EA rep, so I don't know about anyone else.
Oh, okay.
So,
you don't want to know. So you're the EA representative for our university.
I am.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Hang on a second.
Why didn't we bring this up?
So you're the EA rep, which is Engineers Australia rep, which is the one that eventually, after so many years, you'll get chartered and then you'll be able to sign off on projects by yourself and get paid a shitload of money. But how does a rep? What's your role in the uni?
I basically go along to EA meetings, get the inside track on any positions that are coming up. I advertise upcoming events that are happening. So I think at the moment the Meet the Professionals is the next one.
What date?
Don't have it.
Don't have a date. Well, we'll keep them posted. We'll keep them posted. I think you should use the Facebook page to let people know.
Yeah.
I will be happy to do that.
Sure, man.
And
Use
chicken
it.
wings. I want chicken wings instead of pizza. Barbecue chicken
No.
wings.
Craig demanding orders.
What's that?
Honey soy.
Honey soy chicken wings, barbecue chicken wings, hot spicy chicken
No
wings.
ribs.
Recommendation from Richard.
I'll upgrade to ribs any day. You can see I've been hungry for a long time.
I've been
Yeah,
after
for sure.
tacos for a while.
But yeah, I think it would be cool. We should go. We should go again. That'd be we should.
So we should all organise to go?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should even bring the podcast there.
that would be awesome.
That would be awesome. Just sit down and talk to some engineers or even some real engineers that are actually in the field and just pick their brains. That'd be so fun.
See if
It
we can
would
get a
be.
job out of it too.
That'd be great. This is great, man. This is good. We get to sit down and share some common ideas with each other, man, and just share our stories. I love this.
Yeah, well, he's the rep, so he can make it happen.
Yeah, man.
That is good.
We know the right guy. We've got the right guy. We've got the source.
Yes. Let's
Sauce. I'm hungry. I haven't had enough for lunch.
Well, it is time if you need to get out of here, dude.
I have to run. Part of that time management, I've got to pick up the wife up from work.
It's beautiful, man.
So
I think we should high five. Hang on.
Yeah, dude, we got a high five
High five it
at
out.
the end of our show.
There you go.
Thanks for coming in, man. That was awesome.
thank
Any
you very much
shout-outs or anything
for.
you
Yeah, do you want to do any shout outs, promote yourself, promote what you're doing, whatever?
I'm good.
You're good?
I try to hide from people.
Do you want to say hello to anyone that might listen to this podcast?
I'd like to say hello to my daughter Ebony and my wife Tammy, who will have to listen to this now because I'm
Hey, Ebony and Tammy, how you going?
We have now 2 listeners.
Yay! Thanks for listening.